Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Anybody that might. Hope everybody's having a good Labor Day for here in Canada. Well, yesterday, but enjoying the holiday, the long weekend. I am going to get right to the point. 5 years ago, I was shot by something by ex-O.p.p chief. He drove a white Jeep Wrangler. It was on the corner of Center Street and Bridge Street in Napanee, Ontario. I started having problems. I went to the hospital. I got an appointment for CAT scans, November 2019. I was medically blacklisted after that. Why? I was shot with something by ex-O.p.p chief in 2019 on the corner of Center and Bridge at my previous address. I have been through medical blacklisting, kidnapping, sex assaults, false arrest, treatment refusals, discriminations, false arrest and refusals, extortions, kidnap, sex assault, blood and piss forced, full physical identity theft, full physical identity changes, body mutilations, my lungs, my kidneys. Why I spoke O.p.p crimes. Oh, hello, whoever that is. As a result, wow, I'm having problems even thinking doing this. Human trafficking, human sex trade, slavery trafficking, guilty of torture crimes, O.p.p or ex-O.p.p chief, year 2019, Napanee, Lennox, and Addington, LNA O.p.p, ex-O.p.p chief or commander, drove a white Jeep Wrangler. Staff sergeants, years 2019, 2021, kidnapping and sex assault. Hello, Leslie. How are you? Good to hear it. I wish I was. That's good. That's good. Keep fighting. I'm trying to do the same too, but I am right now, from all the injuring and trauma that I've been through over the course of 5 years, my skull being split. And now my identity theft is completely finished. I feel nothing in my head from all the hypoxia, from all the brain damaging, from all the skull deforming that has been taking place and going on with me, and being called a liar, not being able to get any help because criminal doctors are involved. It is fucking almost finished with me. I am pretty much on my last fucking memories. I have absolutely no feeling in the right side of my head at all. It feels completely and totally dead. And the worst part is this being done to me by the police. And they're fucking crack-fed, crackhead, junkie pieces of shit who they cannot and will not arrest without $22,000. The ones on the thumbnail showing his name is Blair Frederick Hardy. He is the leader of the Hardy Boys gang in Napanee. He is a meth dealer. He is a financial thefts and frauds, rapes. He's welfare disability frauds he commits. He is a meth dealer. They're fentanyl dealers lacing fentanyl to commit murders. and getting away with it because they're doing it with addicts. They're fucking killers, every last one of them. And the one that mostly Jason Gimpy, Two-Step, and Allstein, he goes by. I know they do. It's also about framing me as well, taking a fall for these pieces of shit because of their fucking crimes that they're guilty of. The one mainly I'm going through this with is Jason Van Alstyne. He is a stroke victim. He's a serious crackhead. He's only about 45 years old, and he is Robert Kane, crackhead little piece of shit who happens to be Ontario Provincial Police drug cop. This is who they work with and for, is the fucking O.p.p and Napanee. And what has taken place with me is how people are going missing, how people are being murdered after they're and framed, illegally locked up. The worst part is they have fucking doctors here who are criminally involved that help them commit these crimes. File falsifications to get their victims medically blacklisted, treatment refusals, and then turning around and having their victims falsely fucking charged, conspired with the O.p.p cops that are involved to fuck their victims over to prevent them help. And that's what's taken place. This is why the cops and everybody else that's involved in these crimes are so successful. Because they're the cops, they have the doctors, they have a justice of the peace, they have mental health workers. And they're all using their badges, their positions, their credentials, their lies, their false guise of law to be above suspicion and covering each other's asses while fucking over their victims. Yeah. As a matter of fact, the R&M that I talk about is police and military tech that's been in use since the 60s, and not a lot of people are aware of it. It is a microchip implant. When people start talking implants, a lot of people automatically assume, oh, you're crazy, conspiracy theory, and all of this other bullshit. Well, this is 2024, for fuck's sakes. And I have shown proof that this technology exists, and it's police and military tech. And what it's supposed to do is actually incapacitate a person, like you mentioned, to completely destroy their central nervous system, to basically torture them and slow kill them in the process while their central nervous system is being completely and totally destroyed on them from the inside, to kill them hands-free. This is pathetic. This is pretty bad in Canada when a person, no matter how much they can show and prove, actually can go through this by cops, as a matter of fact, and doctors. Their oath means nothing. Cops are now terrorists when they are committing identity thefts and completely mutilating victims to fucking frame them with junkies. That just goes to show you that they are nothing but terrorists. That just goes to show you that they are nothing but fucking pieces of shit. I have been completely and totally changed my identity 100% with 100% proof, and being called a delusional, hallucinating retard by doctors because they're criminally involved with these pieces of shit lowlives. One of the ones that are involved is actually my cousin, and he is actually involved to get charges dropped for a stabbing he committed against his wife's boyfriend. And now he is a rat informant with O.p.p, with the cops who are heading this with the fucking Hardy Boys gang. One guy who is associated, known as Bill Woldridge, he has a lot of alias names. He's a child sex slave trafficker, and he is also allegedly Hells Angels Ontario chapter captain. He's a sex offender, pedophile, a stalker, and he's guilty of murdering for the cops. He's also associated to Russell Williams, who's a serial killer, just like O.p.p are still associated with Russell Williams. This is all very organized in Napanee because it is a small town. And they're casting their lies, they're covering each other's asses. I was forced to become homeless and live on the streets for a full fucking year because of this. While I was going through this and being prevented help. Well, now damage is done, time is bought. Completely fucking looking like an inbred piece of shit crackhead who is nothing more than garbage to society. He is an O.p.p little bastard. Spencer Mills 14716 is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. Shannon Cork guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Robert Kane 7224, Spencer Mills 14716 once again. Shannon Cork once again. Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, and now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Huffner, she had me kidnapped May 27, 2021, 24 hours after asking for help with what has taken place with this. They got my blood, my piss. It was done under false pretenses. They got my blood, my piss, and they left. That's good. That is good. Record as much as possible. This is the guy known as Jason Van Alstyne here in Napanee. He is the one that's committing my identity theft with the one known as Blair Hardy, who is the leader of the Hardy Boys gang. He is a serious crackhead. People need to get a good look at a face of a fucking killer for cops. This is another picture of him. It's kind of funny how we're looking alike. This is the guy that actually has many aliases. He goes by Bill Woldridge, Bill Cooldridge, Robert Cross, Bill Delarossable, James Bubbles. He thinks that he is me, thinks that we were switched at birth, and thinks that he is my dad. He was also stalking my mother, and he murdered my mother in 2020 while calling my mother mom. This is how fucked up these people are. And these are the ones that are doing this with and for all co-offenders and accomplices with and for O.p.p and Napanee. See, this is what kind of terrorists they truly are. All I did is speak of their human trafficking and the sex slavery, and I went through this. And I am also the end of my bloodline, so O.p.p, The doctors are also guilty of ending a bloodline for Jason Kempe, two-step Van Alstyne, the fucking bastard, Blair Hardy, and the rest of these cunts. I'm sorry for using that word. I apologize. I don't use that word. I seriously apologize. That is ignorant. They are dicks. Every last one of them. In the literal sense. They're all homosexuals. They're all junkie, crack, and meth and speedheads, fentanyl dealers. These are the rapists, the drug traffickers, ones that are killers in Napanee because O.p.p. They're O.p.p. puppets, actually. The ones that they're using while they're sitting on their asses, protecting them, buying time because they can implicate while their victims are being fucking, this is going on. And doctors are every bit as criminally involved. I'm having problems thinking right now, seriously, because my head is so numb, especially the back of my head. It's gotten seriously flatter. It goes flat, it's like seriously, completely and totally flat to round. I get air pumping through me. I have no feeling in my lung anymore on the right side of my body. I don't feel nothing when I breathe on through my lung on my right side. And this is totally right in here. My head's bulged out right here. Fuck. I am in constant excruciating fucking pain when I'm not being burned from the inside while this is happening to me. And there's nothing I can do about it. Not only have they hurt me, they murdered my mother, they tortured and killed my dogs, they mutilated the fuck out of me while blaming me for it. How they got away with it is they labeled me a suicidal self-harmer to get me medically blacklisted, to fucking get everybody to think that I was crazy so they could be above suspicion to get away with what they've gotten away with, to prevent me medical help, to have me medically blacklisted, to be looked at as a fucking nutcase. And then their lies about drugs I do not do. I don't even drink alcohol, and I do not do drugs. I haven't touched any of the shit since 2012. So they're fucking lies. But because I had long hair and my tattoos that I have, they were automatically believed from the fucking bastards that were doing it and that are doing it and responsible for giving those lies against me to fuck me more. Other than that, how's your day been, Leslie? I hope you're good. I hope you are having a good day. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. I wish that you get well real soon, back full recovery and back to good health. No, I don't like to complain either, but I'm having no choice. That I've had to make everything that's been taking place with me and happening to me, I've had no choice but to make it public. Wow, that's interesting. In a weird way, me too. My body's being changed big time in weird ways. I'm not gonna get into it, but just we'll leave it at that. But actually, with me, it's because I'm always getting air pumped through me or something, and a lot of fluid. Praying for you too. Thank you. Like I said, I hope you get better real quick and nothing but a speedy recovery and back to good, full health. Hello to the other one that just joined. How are you today? Nothing wrong with that, Leslie. And back to the topic with what has taken place with me and my identity theft, which I can show and prove. By the way, I also have TikTok, which is Chris Wood Napanee for TikTok, and Christwood on Facebook to show and prove more of what I've been talking about. So, what's your plan for the rest of the day, Leslie? The whole right side of my head is completely swelled right now. As I'm even sitting here, it feels like I'm getting air pumped through my head right in here. I've also had 2 dogs too that were tortured and killed. So I am truly, truly sorry to hear that they're being injured. It's bad when it's happening to a human, but when it involves animals, that's even worse, especially because they're defenseless. What kind of dogs are they? Mine were Lab, Beagle, Shepherd, and Collie Cross, actually. Mix a little bit of everything. Right now, as I'm doing this, I have R&M used on me, and I know exactly who is doing it. I am being broadcasted through from right this minute, actually. Everybody involved, I am well aware of who it is, who they are. There is a guy named Dale Hartwick. He is actually my cousin. He is involved, like I said, the one that's hating cops for drop charges. His boyfriend Axel or Tony Axel Rose Hearns, because he has long red hair, so he goes by Axel Rose. Then there's the ones on the picture, Bill or Tyler, the Jason Van Alstyne and Blair Hardy. There's also a Tyler Lake, a Burt Hustler, a Ray LeBlow, who is also guilty of, with Tyler Lake, the one Tyler Lake I just mentioned, of torturing and killing my dogs. They were the ones that were using the R&M on my dogs. Oh wow, Terrier. A Sharpie. Nice. I don't know if you're realizing this, but I can feel and see differences taking place with me right now as I'm doing this, unless it's just from me being broadcasted through. But I can actually see differences taking place with me as I'm actually right now. From when I first started doing this to right now, I can feel changes to my face. Like this is how people are disappearing with what has taken place with me, how people are being framed, how murdered and missing are happening. It's all 100% organized through the cops, doctors, poor, homeless, elderly, disabled are their victims. Yeah, I know. I'm getting burning in my face right now, big time. This is another picture of me when I've been going through my identity changes. Like, it's pretty bad. No matter how much proof I've had, I've still been called the delusional, hallucinating retard, and they're still trying to make this look like some kind of mental thing. No matter how much you can prove criminal. This is even one of the identity changes I've been through. That is me, believe it or not. This is actually me before all of this started. Anyway, that's what I look like before all of this started, and then all the different changes that have happened to me. Shit. I don't know how good that was, but that was actually me. That was actually me back in May of this year, May, June of this year. That's how that's how much changes I've been through, serious changes. That guy, his name is Dale Hartwick. He is actually my cousin, the one that's aiding in this too, for drop charges for the stabbing he committed against his wife's boyfriend. Hmm. I actually just recently, I have pictures and a video that I was doing, and I never noticed it until afterwards. But I was watching it back, and almost near the end of it, my one eye, my right eye, actually goes from blue to green, and it almost looks like it's reptilian. No joke, it looked like I had a fucking reptilian eye, where one eye will go completely different color and go almost reptilian like. I have pictures to prove it. And it's not contacts in any way because I can't wear them. So it's not no bullshit or anything. I even have a tube that's in my right chest. It comes up and it sticks right out of my neck, and it goes from the back. It goes from my throat up to the around my neck to the back of my head, which I've shown and proven, and it's certainly not normal, and it sticks right out. And it's certainly not normal. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I think I am gonna try to relax. I'm getting burning in the back of my head right now. And I'm actually having trouble seeing, so I'm gonna get off here. It definitely is Leslie. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day and take care of yourself. I hope you feel better very soon. Thank you for joining me on here. I'm going to start doing more of them too. But they're also going to be more video instead of just me sitting here talking. So, all right, you try to have a good day, and thanks for joining me.